All right, good morning. It is 9:20 on a beautiful Tuesday, although it might be something different or some day different when you're doing this workout. If you're live with me, good morning. If you're not live with me, welcome to a yoga flow. Okay, so happy you're here, and we are going to do just that. We're going to flow, we're going to do yoga, we're going to stretch the body, we're also going to move quite a bit. So for those of you that haven't done yoga before and you're thinking, yoga is standing and holding poses like this for a long time. Yes, some yogas are that. This is not that style. This is a vinyasa style yoga. It's a flowing and moving yoga. So for my type A's out there, this is kind of your yoga because it keeps you moving but still opens up the flexibility of your body. And for those of you that maybe would prefer something more gentle and calm, I had a slow flow yoga that I recorded a week or two ago, so that'll be on the feed if you want to scroll down and find the slow flow. Or look elsewhere online. There's all kinds of great yoga out there for styles that that you might find that you don't, that you like better, and that's okay too. I also want to remind you that we did a foam rolling class last week, 2 of them actually. So if you do need a deep stretch, I would go for that. Now, I put this ball out because tomorrow, I'm going to put a picture up later on the site, but I just want to show you guys how big my hand is. Okay, tomorrow we're going to do some Pilates with the ball. And Tara Brewski, if you're out there, remember our inner thigh discussion? This would be one of those classes that meets that need or that desire, okay? So there'd be a lot of this kind of thing where the ball is between your legs. We're doing Pilates moves, but we're also really activating our inner thighs. The inner thigh activation is not just for inner thighs. It activates the pelvic floor, the transverse abdominal wall, and all the things in Pilates that we try to activate. So if you can get a hold of one of these today, maybe at a local store, or if you can't, you can use a rolled up towel. Actually, you can also use your foam roller for a lot of things and just squeeze on the foam roller, right? It just, after a while, it can get a little irritating because it's so hard, and this has a little more give. But this is about the size. This one's a little bigger, this one's a little smaller. A playground ball, a basic small playground ball, not the giant ones, but one that fits between your legs, that also will work, okay? So just some thoughts for tomorrow's Pilates, but let's begin yoga. So happy you're here today, you guys. Thanks for being here. We're gonna start standing. And I just want you to move a little bit between your heels and your toes. And as you're moving, roll your shoulders back a few times. We're working on our shoulders being away from our ears and also the strength of your upper back, which we refer to as your scapular retraction. So now plant your feet and stand still. And I want to show you what I mean by that. When I stand in a lazy way, and I don't really do it anymore because I'm not even used to it anymore, but if I weren't thinking about it, or if I didn't know anything about it, most people are just slightly rounded in their shoulders. Some people are very rounded, and it gets worse as you get older if you don't work on it. This is not a good look. And so what we work on is scapular retraction, meaning you're bringing your shoulders up, back, and then you slide your shoulder blades into your back pockets, and you stay there. It requires strength in your upper back muscles, but it is so important. Always keep your back in that position. Take a breath and reach overhead. As you exhale, draw your hands to your heart. Just have a seat in your chair, squeeze your legs together. Stay there for a moment. Take another breath. Now reach overhead and do that again, okay? Big reach overhead, inhale. Exhale, sink into your chair. Stay there, keep going. Turn this down just a little bit. Okay, again, reach up, deep breath in. Exhale into your chair. And one more time. Deep breath in, reach. Exhale into your chair and stay here for a moment. And just twist your right elbow across your legs. A little stretch in your low back. And then switch, switch. Take your left elbow across, squeeze your thighs together. And there's that baby stretch to begin. Inhale, reach high overhead. Now take your arms and just open up and swan dive forward, fold, relax your head down. As you're exhaling, squeeze your belly and roll up to standing. I'm stacking one vertebra at a time, and I'm remembering scapular retraction at the top, shoulders back and down. Inhale, lift. Sink into your chair, exhale. Inhale, lift. Big open arms as you swan dive to fold. Take it down. I have my knees soft right now. Roll the back up. Take your time, stack one vertebra at a time. Shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sink into chair. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Breathe. Last time to roll your back up here. Stack your vertebra one at a time. Shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale, reach. We're going to start to flow now. Exhale to chair. Inhale, reach high. This time as you exhale, swan dive with a little more energy. Lengthen your legs a bit more. And now take a moment to walk your hands forward. Lengthen, half lift. Flatten the back. Exhale, fold nose to knees. Wrap your hands around your legs and take an inhale. As you exhale, squeeze your belly and open up your arms to reverse swan dive. Rise, back bend, and sink into chair. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, swan dive, fold. Inhale, half lift to lengthen. Exhale, wrap your hands around, pull it in, deep. Deep breath in to stay. Reverse swan dive, rise up. Use the squeezing of the glutes to help you lift. Sink into chair. Rise up, inhale. Do that again. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Wrap your hands around your legs for the last time. Reverse your swan dive. Rise up tall, reach overhead. Sink into your chair. We're going to add on to that flow now. Reach up high, deep breath. Exhale, swan dive to fold all the way down. Inhale, half lift to lengthen. Exhale this time as you come down. Plant your hands firmly onto the mat. Step your legs all the way behind you. Find your high plank position. Squeeze your belly, squeeze your glutes. Put your knees down if you need to. Keep your scapular retraction. Remember what it feels like when you're standing? You also need it in a plank. Don't round and shrug. Pull the shoulders back into your pockets. Now squeezing your belly, begin to lower through chaturanga on your knees or on your toes, elbows to ribs. Slowly guide your chest up to cobra, just a little baby one. And then when you're ready, tuck your toes under, lift your body and push back into your downward dog. Squeeze through the back of your legs, press down one heel at a time. Breathe into them. And then push both heels deep, look at your hands, and step or hop forward. Fold your nose up to your knees, all the way down. Reverse swan dive, lift all the way back up. We're going to do all of that again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. We're going to do one breath, one move now. Inhale, half lift to lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into a high plank position. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, cobra. Shoulders coming back, lifting a little higher. Push into down dog, breathe. Take a full breath as you look at your hands, step or float your feet back to the top of the mat. Reverse swan dive, rise up and reach. Sink into your chair, squeeze your legs. Rise up and reach. Exhale, forward fold, take it down. Inhale, half lift to lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step into your plank, move through chaturanga. Lift your heart into cobra, shoulders back and down. Tuck your toes for downward dog, push through. Take a big breath. Now watch what I do with my feet. I'm going to lift with my belly button and float my feet to land. Reverse swan dive. That means they don't make a sound when they land. If your feet make a thud, it wasn't your core that was bringing them forward. You'll try it this time with me, right? Fold. Just a thought. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, float. Plank to chaturanga. That's also something you can do. Downward dog, push through. Now take a breath, look at your hands, and when you're ready, lift from your belly and float. Feet land and fold. Reverse swan dive and rise. Deep into chair. 2 more times through. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive to fold. Inhale, half lift to lengthen. Exhale, float to plank. Chaturanga. Heart comes up into cobra. Pushing into down dog. Inhale fully. Look at your hands. Exhale, float your feet forward. Nose to knees, fold up. Reverse swan dive, rise. Inhale, reach. Last time through. Sink into chair. Inhale, reach high overhead. Exhale, swan dive to fold. Inhale, half lift to lengthen. Exhale, plank to chaturanga. Float down. Lift your heart, cobra to up dog. And find your down dog. Take a breath. Look at your hands. When you're ready, float your feet forward. Fold up, nose to knees. Reverse swan dive and rise. Stay right here. Reach your hands overhead and stay. Lift your right knee up. Squeeze into your belly. We're going to take the right leg and just extend it behind you as your hands continue to reach forward, finding your way into a warrior three. Extend through your body long. Breathe. Good, come right back up, slow and steady, trying to keep that foot off the ground. Bring the knee back up to the center. Did you make it? It's okay if you didn't, you're going to get another chance. Set that foot down. Lift your left knee up. Good, now as you send your left foot back, reach the fingertips forward. Try to keep everything long and straight. Warrior three. Exhale, pull back through. Try to keep your left foot off the ground. Lift it back up. Good, set that foot down. Let's try it again on the other side. Lift your right knee. Okay, squeeze and get a focal point. You're going over like a teeter-totter. You need to balance the weight out. Use the core strength. Extend through your back foot. Now on the way back up, you want to pull that knee through. Try to keep your foot off the ground. Lift and set it back down. Last time with the left. Pull up, balance, focal point. Extend and send the leg back. Reach forward. Belly goes tighter and tighter as you go lower. Coming back through, lift your back knee all the way. Balance on the moment with the knee up. As you set your foot down, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift to lengthen. Exhale, plank to chaturanga, lower down. Lift to cobra or up dog. Push down dog and stay right here. Lift your right leg really high in the sky behind you. Now take your right knee to your nose, pull it in, and lift it again. Now take your right knee to your right elbow, pull it over, and lift it high again. Now to the left elbow, scoop it under, and lift it high. Now put your right foot between your hands, sink your back leg, but don't set it down, and then reach straight up, crescent lunge. So you're sinking through your hips, nice and deep. Reach back a little bit, create that crescent shape, and then sweep your hands down and reach behind you. And use this whole front leg for strength. Inhale, reach back up. Let's do that again. Sweep your hands back, engage your core. Use your right leg for strength. Use your upper back scapular retraction for strength. Reach back up. Let's do that one more time. But as you reach back now, I want you to lift your back leg. So you balance and hold. From here, you're going to set your hands on the mat, step back into plank position, chaturanga. Cobra or upward dog, lift your heart. Push through to down dog. Bring your left leg as high as you can. Breathe. Now pull your left knee to your nose. Reach it high. Now pull your left knee to your left elbow. Squeeze. Reach it high. Now pull your left knee to your right elbow. Tuck under. Reach it high. Now place your left foot between your hands. Before you lift your hands up, sink your hips. Now squeeze your belly to rise. You have to lift from your core. Reach back a little. Now float the arms back, squeeze the belly. Feel the left leg work. Inhale, reach high. Now float the arms back. Reach. Inhale, reach high. We've got one more time, this time with a little balance. Float the hands back, lift the leg. Squeeze. From here, bend your left knee, reach to the floor, step back into plank position. There's some single leg squat going on there, my friends. Cobra or up dog. Down dog, press back. Lift your right leg high. Knee to the nose. Right leg high. Right knee, right elbow. Right leg high. Left elbow. Right leg high. Plant your right foot forward. Before you lift your hands, let your hips come down. Reach your hands overhead. Crescent lunge, open up. Good, now float the arms, squeeze the back. Good, reach back up again. And float the arms, squeeze the mid back. One more time, float the arms, reach up. Here comes your balancing. Push that leg up and back. Squeeze. Hold. Now watch, I'm going to bend my right knee as I sink to the ground and step back to plank. Chaturanga. Up dog, shoulders down. Down dog, press back, left leg goes high. Left knee to your nose. Left leg goes high. Left knee to your left elbow. Left leg goes high. Left knee to your right elbow. Left leg goes high. Left foot to the top of the mat. Sink the hips, reach overhead. Take a breath. Float the hands back. Balance with the core. Lift back up. So this is your preparation for that balancing lift in your leg. One more. Reach back, squeeze, and lift up again. Adding that leg lift, here we go. Sweep back, squeeze, lift and hold. Bend your knee, plant your hands, step back to plank. I want you to hold your plank position and take your right arm open to side plank. Lift the hand, lift the hips. Anytime you feel like you need a little assistance, you'll put your left knee down and use that position for help. If you can stay in your plank, I ask you to stay and breathe. If you can twist, I ask you to take that top arm and twist. And lift back up. We're not going to count. We're just going to twist. Over and over and over until we switch sides. You can twist with your knee on the ground. If you feel like you can't quite get that whole thing, put your knee down. It's worth it for the twist. Breathe through, friends. Squeeze the belly. It's the only way to find control. Exhale as you tuck. Let's take one more time. Reach and twist. Lift back up and hold it now right here. Stay in your side plank. Put your hand down and switch. Open up side plank. I want you to understand that side planks holding are good, and they're good enough. The twisting is extra. Here we go. Scoop and lift. We're not going to count. I want you to move at your own pace. A nice, graceful twist. Smooth and steady. Nice and easy. Pulling the belly in, pulling the rib cage in. Rotating in the middle of your back, your thoracic spine. Breathing as you go. The next time your hand goes up, I want you to stay there. Side plank hold. Good, now put that hand down. Move through your chaturanga, bend your elbows, lower. Cobra or up dog, lift your heart, shoulders down. Push back to down dog and take a breath in. Look at your hands. When you're ready, step or float forward and fold nose to knees. Reverse swan dive, rise up, inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep your right arm behind you. Left arm forward and twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left hand goes back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Take it all the way down. Inhale, half lift to lengthen. Exhale, step or float back, plank to chaturanga. Lift into your up dog, and as you go to down dog, bring your right leg high. Bringing your knee to your nose. Bring your right leg high. Good, now step to the top of the mat. Sink your hips. Raise your crescent lunge again. This time adding a twist, elbows are going to come across. So bring your hands to prayer and take your left elbow over the top of your thigh. Stretch your hands wide apart and breathe. Now here comes the tricky part. You're going to stay right here. Keep your hands apart, but use your belly to lift you up. So you're facing the opposite direction that feels normal. And then wrap your right arm around your back hip. Left arm is high. Breathe and float down to your plank. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Push through to down dog and bring your left leg high. Tuck your left knee in. Bring your left leg high. Step your left foot to the top of the mat. Rise and reach into your crescent lunge. Slide your hands into your heart center, and in your prayer position, take your right elbow across. Make sure your back leg stays knee long, so that means don't let your knees sag and drop. Okay, open up your hands. Now use your belly to lift. Wrap your back hand around your hip. Reach your right arm high. Exhale, cartwheel down, step back to plank. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, up dog. Push through down dog. Right leg goes high. Knee to the nose. Reach it high. Step it through. Reach up, stretch up, crescent lunge. Take your hands down to heart center. Twist left elbow. Open up arms. Take a big breath. Exhale, pull yourself up, keeping your hands apart. Right arm around the hip. Left arm overhead. Exhale down. Step through, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog, left leg high. Knee to the nose. Left leg high. Step through. Reach up, stretch up. Big reach. Hands to the heart. Right elbow twist. Open up the arms. Take a big breath. Pull your body up. Left arm around, right arm high. Breath in. Exhale, cartwheel down. Last time through, float back. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right leg high. Knee to the nose. Right leg high. Right foot through. Reach up, crescent. Big breath in. Exhale, prayer. Twist the left elbow. Open up the arms. Look up. Pull up with your belly. Right arm around the hip. Left arm overhead. Cartwheel down. Float the right foot, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left leg high. Knee to the nose. Left leg high. Step it through. Reach up, crescent. Palms together. Twist. Stretch open. Pull up. Wrap around. Breathe. Listen carefully. As you exhale, bring your hands down and step forward on the mat and then have a seat. I want you to lower down into the middle of your back as we do a little bit of core strength here in the midst of our yoga. Knees are going to be wide like a frog. The bottoms of the feet are pushing together. So push the soles of your feet together. Let your knees just flop up and down a couple times to relax your hip flexors. Just bounce them up and down. Once you have them relaxed, let them go. Bring your chin to your chest. Reach your hands between your legs and climb the rope that's coming at the edge of the curve. Reach, reach. So you are hiking with your family or your friends, and you're at a cliff, and someone slid, and they're on a little shelf below you, feeling very afraid, but what's happening is you're reaching for them. Reach, reach, reach. That rope is going down and over, so you're pulling through on the rope. 4, 3, now let's say the rope is up high somewhere, and you're the one reaching for it. You're the one down the shelf. Pull, pull, pull. Relax your chin down. Don't strain your neck. 8, 7, you're exhaling each time. 5, 4, 3, 2, reach forward. Rope is low. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, reach up high. 8, 6, 4, 3. Now stay right here. Hands come back to support the head. Lift, lift, lower, lift, and lower. Exhale, up with the knees to elbows, down. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Keeping the feet together, keeping the knees wide. 2 more. Exhale, inhale. Now I want you to bring your elbows and knees together and hold it. Now extend, reach, pull back, touch. Extend and lengthen. Come up and crunch. Extend and lengthen. Come up and touch. Wide knees and elbows. Now the legs are together. Now they're wide. Out and back. And out. Pull that back down into your mat. Don't let that low back arch. And back. Push out. And 2 more left to go. Push out. And 1 more left to go. Push out. And stay right here. Go down to the mat. Wrap your arms around your legs and pull in. Take a couple breaths. Massage your back. Roll from side to side. Great work, friends. Just roll a couple times from side to side. I hope you feel good. We have another standing series to go through here with our warriors. So when you're done rolling, come on up. I can't talk anymore without getting a little water. Get a little dried out down here. All right, everybody okay out there? That was a lot of good flowing. It was a nice piece of core, and now we got some warriors to take care of. So I want you to focus on strength in the legs and opening up through the hips. And then we're gonna be on the floor doing some deeper stretches, I promise, okay? We are gonna get our prone frog in today, so hang in there, friends. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, open arm twist. We did this before. Take your left arm back. Good, come back up high, deep breath in. Open arm twist, take your right arm back. Come back high, deep breath in. Swan dive to fold, just let it go, take it down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank to chaturanga. You can step or float back, you decide. Cobra or up dog, lift your heart. Down dog, friends, right leg high. Now listen up. I want you to bring your right knee to your nose, but hold it there. And then take your foot and just stick it underneath your left armpit. So you've actually crossed that right foot to the opposite side. You see that? Now I'm going to squeeze my belly and turn my left hand to the sky. Breathe. Good, now bring it back down. And take your right foot to the sky. Woo, now use your core. Right foot to the top of the mat. This time your back foot comes to an angle as you rise to warrior one. Good, take a big breath. Now slide your shoulders down as you open to warrior two. And reach back and down to reverse warrior. Reach away. Beautiful. Taking our extended angle, your right hand comes forward and down, and your left hand goes high. Good, reverse warrior again. Rise back up, wrap it around your spine. Good, float the hands to the mat, all the way to plank. Glide that right foot back, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Push back to down dog, take your left leg high. Good, now knee to the nose and hold it. Stick your left foot underneath your right armpit. Take your right hand and open. Squeeze your waistline. Bring your right hand down. Take your left foot to the sky. Take your left foot to the top. Angle your back foot to warrior one and rise. There it is. Take a big breath. Float open to warrior two, shoulders soften. Reach back and down, reverse warrior. Extended angle, take the left arm forward and down, right arm goes high. Breathe, look up. Reverse warrior and wrap it around. One more time back. Inhale. Cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Step back into plank, floating your left foot. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Push back to down dog. Deep breath, look at your hands. Exhale to the top of the mat. Fold nose to knees. Reverse swan dive to rise. Press your palms together. Squeeze your thighs together. Reach your left hand behind you. Open arm twist. Inhale, reach high. Squeeze your legs together. Open the right arm behind you. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, swan dive to fold. Take it down. Inhale, half lift to lengthen. Exhale, plank to chaturanga. Float the body. Cobra or up dog, shoulders down. Push back, down dog, right leg goes high. Right knee to the nose and hold. Spread your right foot underneath your left arm. Left hand to the sky. Lift through your hip, lift through your waist. Left hand down, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat. Angle the back foot, rise, warrior one. Take a breath. Open up, warrior two, shoulders soften. Take a breath. Reach back and down, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended angle. Right hand comes down, left hand goes high. Now stop here. Bring your left hand behind your back and stick your right hand underneath your legs. See if your hands can come together and breathe. Just keep your shoulders back. Look up. Make sure you're not rounding or leaning forward. Listen carefully. In your next breath, take your hands to the mat and walk them between your feet over to the side of your mat. Lift your hands, flatten your back like you're doing a half lift. And now fold. Bring your hands and your head underneath your body. Maybe you grab your ankles. You decide. Just one more breath. Good. Walk your hands to the top of your mat. Plant, step back, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, lift your heart and then push back to down dog. Left leg goes high. Tuck your knee to your nose and then slide your left foot between and underneath your right armpit. Open up your right hand, lift through your hip. Bring that hand back down, take your left foot to the sky. Now step your left foot forward. Warrior one, rise up, deep breath in. Warrior two, shoulders soften as you open up. Reverse warrior, slide back and down. Extended angle, take left hand forward and down, right hand to the sky. Now, right hand goes behind the back, left hand sneaks between the legs, underneath your body, together. Good, now, release your hands, bring them to the mat, walk them over to the side of your mat. And here's what I want you to do, friends, listen carefully. Back your feet up, and then open them a little wider. See how wide you can get your feet. Stay right there. I'm going to turn to face you because I want you to see what's going to happen. I want you to bend your knees a little bit. Really, really wide feet. And just set your right knee down, the inside of it though. And then the inside of your left knee down. And you might have to bring your hands forward a little bit to make that happen. So do you see how the insides of your legs are down? Do you see how I look like a big old frog? Now I'm going to spread my legs a little wider. Ooh, I'm going to breathe. And here's the key. You're going to come to your forearms, but you're going to back your hips up. Okay, you're not going to lean forward. The more forward you lean, the more you're taking out of the stretch. Okay, so I'm going to turn back to the side now. And again, I started with my straddle, my feet were backed up. I brought the insides of my knees down, and then I'm pushing my butt back farther. Oh, that hurts. It hurts, but I'm going to try to relax it, because if you try to squeeze and tighten, you're letting everything that you're trying to accomplish go away. So really relax your breath. Really relax your breath. Keep sliding your hips back. If you feel like you can do more, you might want to come down to your chest. You might want to rest the side of your head down. I want you to stay here for 5 deep breaths. Deep breaths. Every time you exhale, I want you to let go of another tight spot that you're holding on to. Let go. Breathe right into it. As you come to your last breath, I invite you to join me in getting out of this position, because right now you might feel stuck. I'm going to help you. Start by coming up to your hands and walking them forward a little bit. Lean into your arms. Now take your right or left knee, either one, and just slide it over to the middle. And then slide your other one to the middle. And now you find yourself in a kneeling position, which is exactly where I want you to round into cat stretch. And then release your back. Lift your chest into just a nice little baby cow. And one more time into cat stretch, holding it right here. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees, press back to down dog. When you're ready, step your feet to the top of the mat and have a seat. Let's roll onto our backs, okay? A little bit deeper stretches. Before we roll down, I want you to take your right foot over your left knee, okay? And then roll down to your back. Your right foot is crossed over. Your right hand just slides through the hole that you've made, and then you lift your legs up. Your left hand comes around the other side, and you can pull that knee in. Some people like to actually take their hand around the front and pull it all in this way. You can do what feels best to you here. Sometimes just letting go of that left leg is the best thing, and just concentrating on the supine pigeon from here. Or if you want to go onto your front side and do a pigeon, of course, always welcome. 5 breaths. Every breath releases more tension. That's what the breaths are for. They are not passive. Let's go ahead and release and bring both legs up, straight to the sky, hands at your side, and stretch them apart. Straddle, hands to the inside, press open. Come back to the center. Good, bend your knees and set your left foot on top of your right thigh. Slide your left hand through the hole and your right hand around and pull back. Supine pigeon. 5 breaths. Each breath gets your body positioned into a little deeper or a little more effective stretch. Each exhale helps you release more tension, not hold on tighter, but let more go. Good, release that foot, legs straight up in the air again. I want you to cross your right foot over your left foot. Okay, so again, take your feet up in the air, cross your right foot over your left foot, reach your hands up, take the foot closest to your hand, grab hold of it and pull down. We call this pretzel or shoelace. You're pulling down. The knees are actually aligned with one another, the top and bottom. You're pulling the heels towards your body, towards the arm, toward the shoulder. Not just down, but towards you. Release your legs into the air again. Cross your left foot over your right foot. Reach your hands up. Grab the foot closest to each hand. Pull down. And draw the feet closer in towards you. It's not just about pulling down, it's about pulling in. Breathe. Release your feet to the sky and bend your knees. Open up your arms. Twist both knees over to the right and set them down on the ground. Close your eyes. Take 5 breaths and release your back. On your 5th breath, bring your knees back to the center. Take both knees gently to the left side. Set them down. Relax and breathe. Push your knees back to the center. Extend your legs down on your mat. Let your arms rest at your side. We call this our final Savasana, and during this I have a song on right now called Humble Me, Lord. And it's a song that goes through some things in life that are struggles, challenges, and how we really get humbled. And that's good for us. Humble doesn't mean you shrink away from what you believe in. It just means that you realize the center isn't you. You're not the center of the universe. Your thoughts and your ideas are not the most important. So it's a good day to be humble. On your next easy, steady breath, I want you just to roll over to your side. And of course, those of you that have time today, you could just stay in your Savasana a little longer. It's okay. It's okay to take time for calm and quiet in your day. It's actually really good. Okay, for those of you that just needed this 45 minutes, I'll bring you up to seated position now. And I'll give you that respective time and we'll be done together. I hope you enjoyed your time. I hope you feel better. One thing about yoga, I always want you to know that the goal is to feel better when you're done than when you started. And that really is huge. And if you don't, you really need to reach out to me. We should talk through it. Find out what it might be that's not working for you. So sitting tall, let's find that scapular retraction. Lift your shoulders up, back, and down. Take a big breath and reach up. Exhale, palms together. Slide into your heart. Take time for yourself today. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for being faithful to our time together and for your donations and your assistance with all of that, and just most of all for your presence, your feedback. I really am grateful for you, friends. Thank you so much. And have a beautiful day. Enjoy the rain. It's good for us. Or if you're having a sunny day where you are, enjoy the sun. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.